Alves, KACAR, KOSSAKOWSKI and GARNICA. The 12.5 laps of the track. So Nuno Alves of Portugal disqualified in the 1500 metres final. He's the former European champion from Swansea in 2014. He's been winning major championship medals since the 2002 World Championships in Lille. And in front, the man also disqualified in the 1500 final, but the defending European champion from Grosseto 2 years ago, and silver in the 1500 there, Hasan KACAR. He will utilise two guides during this. T11, complete visual impairment. Aleksander KOSSAKOWSKI, who won the 1500 metres gold medal here, and Manuel of Spain, who won the silver here.
The longest standing European record set in 1989 by Bob Matthews.
So Patechki still waiting on that from his third attempt. 44.22, it does improve. He's even higher than he was before in first. As we head back to the 5,000 metres T11, and it's as you were a couple of moments ago. No change there. KACAR out in front. Gold in the same event 2 years ago in Grosseto. He's gone out at a decent enough pace. As Will Downing was saying a moment or two ago, there will be another guide utilised in this race. I remember seeing it for the first time in person at the 2015 World Championships in Doha, and our leaders looked like they were going to take it easy, and then coming towards the end, it was a hot day, I have to say. They fell apart completely. It is a battle for the toughest. As KACAR heads down, he'll have 11 laps remaining. We're at the 600-metre mark. He leads Alves, and then GARNICA, and at the back KOSSAKOWSKI in fourth place. But about 30 metres between them, with just under 11 laps remaining.
It's quite a routine pace so far from the four in this, with KACAR taking a very early lead here for Turkey. A lot of these dividing their best performances between the 1500 and the 5000, though KACAR has won bronze previously in the World Championships in 2013 out in Lyon. He's the only athlete of the four here to have competed at a distance below 1500 metres in a major championship. And despite that bronze, he's moved up in the distances. It tends to happen naturally as athletes go over. Those who started on the 8 will go on to the 15 and the 5, and then the 10,000 start thinking about the marathons. GARNICA ran the Seville half marathon with Martin Fizz as his guide. I think we mentioned that during the 1500 metre final where he won silver. Martin Fizz, having been the European champion over the marathon distance in 1994.
It's going to be around about 3:20, 1 kilometre, which is still on schedule just.
So they've gone through the first kilometre in 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Just quickened up a little bit more over the last couple of hundred metres. They've almost bunched up now completely, especially the first two.
Dimitrijevic, third attempt in the discus, where he's currently lying in fourth position, with that 36.87 in the previous round. Patechki very good with that 44.22, and you know what, Dimitrijevic very close to 40 there. Now that's close to his lifetime best. Well, 38.57 is his lifetime best set earlier this year. And in this F12 discus, which is medium visual impairment, he knew immediately that it was good. Best throw of his life, 38.92. He's in the silver medal position.
KACAR still leads on the track in the 5,000 metres T11. They'll come down with 9 laps remaining. Throw a blanket over them at the moment. The pace did quicken a little bit and then slowed off again. So KACAR goes across in first. It's Nunes in second, Spain's GARNICA in third, and KOSSAKOWSKI of Poland, who won gold over 1,500 metres, is in fourth position at the moment.
Yes, it's a very sedate pace at the moment, in truth, between these four, all with guides. Nuno Alves alongside Jose Oliveira for Portugal. Hasan Huseyin KACAR starting with Umut KURKCU, but we'll bring in Huseyin GONUL shortly. Alexander KOSSAKOWSKI alongside Krzysztof WASILEWSKI. And Manuel GARNICA with Juan GRONDONA. And Joanna Mazur, when she taken that fantastic World Championship title last year in London, as one of the Polish sports websites put their own video up of it. 6 million people have viewed it by this stage. Parasport is growing in Poland all the time. They've had a very, very successful week in total. More medals, more titles than anyone else. 24 golds from Poland, 58 medals in total. Ukraine and Britain have both won 19 golds. And both have won 48 medals in total. 8 laps to go, and it's all about the medals and not about the times here. KACAR, Alves, GARNICA, KOSSAKOWSKI, the 1, 2, 3, 4 here.
Yeah, the guides are important as well, aren't they? You might catch it every now and then. The guides just slowly looking across and maybe saying a word or two as they go around. This is complete visual impairment. One of the most difficult categories at the best of times, and to run 5,000 metres in it is very difficult indeed.
And the second Polish guide, by the way, is waiting there at the start of that back straight. Very impressed by the running abilities of our cameraman over the far side as well there. They went through the second kilometre in 3:30. Remember, it is complete visual impairment. Nuno Alves is the championship record holder from 4 years ago when he won in Swansea. Also picked up a silver in the 1,500 metres there, but he's not going to double up in medals this time around, having, along with KACAR, being disqualified in the 1,500 metres final. But they're the top two at the moment. KACAR leading the way for Turkey. Alves in second place for Portugal. Third for Spain, GARNICA. And KOSSAKOWSKI in fourth. 7:28.10. They're doing the laps in around with 81 seconds at the moment. That just a shade off 82. 7 laps to go.
7 laps remaining on this final day of the 2018 World Para-Athletics European Championships. Just the one session. Medal ceremonies, field events, and loads to look forward to. As you just saw KACAR there move off to the side, you'll see him come back on. He's picked up his other guide. Wonderful synchronicity, isn't it? Just to get over there and to make sure you get sorted out straight away while you're on the run. And KACAR, he was in the lead as he went across to the side there. He's still in the lead now, so the guide changes over. When they come around here, they'll have 7 laps remaining, so 2,800 metres remaining, around 2,900 metres remaining at the moment of this men's 5,000 metres T11. KACAR leads. Alves remains in second place. The Portuguese 43-year-old competing since Sydney 2000 at the Paralympic Games there. In third place, it's the man who's 40 years of age who took the sport up in 1994, Manuel GARNICA, and back in fourth place, Aleksander KOSSAKOWSKI, already a gold medalist here at these championships.
6 laps to go. Nothing happened in that lap. They just went around. Nothing happened in the previous lap. Well, apart from the guide, who was quite impressed with how they managed to get that changeover working well. That was Formula 1 style. KURKCU, Umut KURKCU, and Huseyin GONUL, the two guides of Hasan Huseyin KACAR, whose wife Pinar Keles at T11 as well. Bronze in 2014 in the European Championships in the 400 metres.
There's quite a bit of effort involved there, isn't there, as well, when they run across and they change guides, and they have to make sure that they're tethered up and they keep on going at the same pace. Because if you lose your pace, to then get yourself back there again is quite difficult.
So you're allowed to do it at this distance of 5,000 metres, and I think you're only allowed change once. So the original guide, who lost his fluorescent vest in the interim, he was going to watch at the side of the track for the remainder, but he's been told by the stewards that he's had to go inside, so he's no longer on the track. He's in amongst the crowd over on the far side, which is where the discus is happening at the moment as well. We've got 5 laps to go there, and it is absolutely, completely, totally, utterly as you were.
And we have to say, with the guys, you have to have a guide who can actually make sure they keep up with you and they're a decent runner themselves. So that's the important part, because it is 5,000 metres. It might not sound like a lot, but it is 5,000 metres where you're not only having to run, but you're also having to communicate with the athlete that you're working with. So there is a lot of fitness that's involved in it. As Will said, you are allowed to change over the once as you go through, but many just continue with the same guide the whole way through. Remaining as it is, 200 metres remaining in this lap. When they come around, they'll have 2 kilometres left in the men's T11, 5,000 metres. Nuno Alves with that championship record. The world record was set by Henry Wanyoka. 15:11:07. That was set back in Athens 14 years ago in Greece. So that will take quite some beating, and that won't be happening here today because this pace is rather slow. KACAR still leads as they come round into the home straight. Alves in second place. GARNICA in third, and KOSSAKOWSKI is in fourth, but we may well see a bit more pace put on once they go through this lap.
Well,
4 remaining.
4 laps to go, and they went through in 82.82. The laps are getting slower, no acceleration yet. 4 laps remaining in this men's 5,000 metres T11 final, and very soon a race will break out. There's still KACAR out in front, ahead of Alves, with GARNICA in third and KOSSAKOWSKI in fourth. No change in the top 4 in the discus, by the way. The F12, where Videcki leads 44.22, Dimitrijevic second 38.92. Cabrera Lasser has improved marginally but hasn't changed in the rankings. He's 38.64, and Yuri Buchkov of Belarus, he has suddenly leapt up into fourth with a fourth round attempt of 37.96, but the medals are as they were when this race began. So KACAR still leading them through. And there was in Lyon at the World Championships, the first one of those I attended back in 2013, a 10,000 metres T11 final, and obviously we have the marathons in the major championships, the Worlds and the Paralympic Games as well, but we don't have marathons at the Europeans. Now there's a little bit of movement behind. KACAR still looking very strong indeed, but Alves' company, KOSSAKOWSKI and his guide, moving up in the battle for the silver medal. KOSSAKOWSKI's moving forward into second position now. Look at the congestion between second and fourth. GARNICA look as if he wants to increase the pace as well, and KACAR will now have quite a race in his hands potentially. We've got just about 1,100 metres remaining.
And KOSSAKOWSKI has looked rather good with his guide throughout the course of this, Krzysztof WASILEWSKI. They looked very calm and confident sitting at the back in fourth place, just tailing on the field, knowing exactly what had to be done. KACAR had picked the pace up a bit there when they went through with 4 laps remaining, but he's sliding it off again. So KOSSAKOWSKI is in second place. Alves of Portugal has dropped back to the back of the pack in fourth, and GARNICA is now in third position, but it's KACAR who's led for the entire race to date. Each time you think he's going to put a bit of speed on and continue on with it, he then slows off and backs off again. So the guide's obviously communicating, saying where everyone is, saying we need to speed up, but they're also slowing down somewhat as well. And KOSSAKOWSKI in second place looks very comfortable indeed as they go across with 800 metres remaining.
It's been very tactical this. KACAR is our leader for Turkey with 2 laps to go. KOSSAKOWSKI now in second position. Third for Spain is Manuel GARNICA, and having been out around the front for a long time, Nuno Alves has lost position here. He's down into fourth place, having previously been European champion in this 4 years ago. He's become interested in triathlon. He was saying after the Boston Marathon he would really fancy attempting para-triathlon. He's been involved in Paralympic Games 5 times, the man from Turam. And now GARNICA's making a good move on the outside. Overtaking KACAR, we have a new leader. GARNICA in front, KACAR is in second place. KOSSAKOWSKI is in third. Remarkable stuff. And ALVES is losing ground all the time. He's fallen back into fourth position. 500 meters to go. Great acceleration from the man who was basically stuck in the back for a lot of this. Manuel, GARNICA, Spain leads. In second position is a long-time leader, Hasan. KOSSAKOWSKI's in third. Might it be another Spanish gold here? Here comes the bell.
And here goes GARNICA, the 40-year-old from Granada. He's working his way well out in front now. He's a good 20 metres out in front. And KACAR looks like he's absolutely struggling. KOSSAKOWSKI's moved to the outside to go around there. And the man who was in second position for much of this race early on, Nuno ALVES, has dropped way off the back. But GARNICA has timed this to perfection. Take the sport up in 1994. We are now 24 years later. He's going to pick up gold at the European Championships. He chose athletics. He couldn't play handball due to that visual impairment. And what a sport he's chosen to take it up. He's only about 200 metres from picking up gold medal. He was fourth back in the T12 marathon in the 2011 World Championships in Christchurch. He's going to improve on fourth position. It may be a 5,000 metres race, but he is going to take what is going to be his first ever major gold medal. Manuel GARNICA of Spain, heading down towards the finishing line. He's into the last 50, he's into the last 40, 30, 20, 10. KOSSAKOWSKI's going to come through and take the silver with KACAR in third. And there's your time, 16:40.09. Well, GARNICA takes the win. He was second at these European Championships 2 years ago in Grosseto. He was disqualified 4 years ago in Swansea. He's now picked up that European Championship gold he's been craving. Manuel GARNICA, 16 minutes, 40.08, is the 5,000 metres men's T11 champion. KOSSAKOWSKI timed it early, stayed behind, didn't have enough to go with GARNICA when he went though. Twice at the 2013 and 2015 World Championships, GARNICA didn't finish. This one he held himself back, he waited until close to the end, and he went. And didn't he go? Picked up the win in the end by around 50 or so metres. KOSSAKOWSKI of Poland picks up the silver to add to his win in the 1500. And KACAR, who won this event 2 years ago in Grosseto, has to be content with taking the bronze. So GARNICA wins, KOSSAKOWSKI a lifetime best, KACAR in third and ALVES in fourth position. GARNICA with the gold.